Mum, I'm shy. I can't talk. Have you ever heard your child saying these words? This is what I'm going to be talking to you about in this video. Welcome to Word Steps and to another video about selective mutism. And remember that you will find a lot of links below, so remember to subscribe, comment, like, maybe at the end. And if you have any other topics, don't hesitate to ask. But as a therapist supporting children with selective mutism, this is something that I hear all the time. I can't versus I don't want to versus I want, but is my child choosing? My child, it says, is very shy. Do you say that your child is very shy? Labeling a child shy in front of others does not help. Your child is not going to make it up immediately, or your child is not going to think, I'm going to use that word. They must have heard you saying, oh, he's very shy, he's not talking. Or he's very shy, he won't answer. So you need to be aware of the language that you use, because language is very, very powerful. Language is a powerful tool in many ways, both confirming and also allowing the child to put one and one together. But in actual fact, it's nothing to do with shyness, because we know, and if you followed any of my other videos, that selective mutism is a phobia. And your child is saying that because maybe he feels that he needs to talk, and of course that would be the case. But by saying I can't do it, it's a way of saying I don't want to be pushed, and here's got nothing to do with being pushed. But a lot of parents say to me, what do I do when my child says I'm shy, I can't do it? Is what I called self-labeling. The child is understanding the inability to communicate, or the inability of the flow of words to come out, and associates it with a behavior or with a characteristic of their behavior, and they put the two things together. But if you think about your own fear, so for example, if you're scared of bungee jumping, or if you're scared of climbing, or if you're scared of dogs, are you going to be doing those things? You will say, I can't do it, or I don't want to do it, because the fear is much bigger than what you can handle. Anything that works is to do with little steps. And that's why I always talk about the little steps approach, where we take it from where the child is at and make those steps smaller and smaller and smaller, so the child feels that they can do it. So, but let's keep it on topic. What would I say, or what should I say when my child says, I can't do it? You need to do a little bit of a step by step as well. You want to confirm and say, oh, thank you for sharing that with me. You have been very observant, that you've noticed that speaking is quite hard. I understand that that's what it is, but I have good news. It might not happen all at once, but if you try something really, really tiny, then it will allow you to make the step much easier. And we're not talking about reducing all the words, because in this case your child is really scared of using their voice, but it's about maybe making that situation easier. So let's say about saying hello, because it's a big thing. Although we always say it's something that we treat at the end, but that's something that comes up all the time. So if your child can't say hello to that person because it's speaking directly, the child, you can say, well, we can say together, hello, we'll do it together. If that is too hard, is we are going to be waving together. And that is really hard. I can wave and then you can copy me back afterwards. So it's about finding a way that is easier for your child. Now, I'm not suggesting that that's a technique that you would necessarily use with a teenager, but you want to think of a step that is slightly easier. So you want to use a sign. You want to use something that you embrace and you do together because you're together in it. Now, do you remember that I said that in my course, Steps to Brave Talking, I always promote the family dynamic approach. And inside the course, I talk about the family connection. And in the family connection, everybody gets the chance to talk about their struggles, but also you talk about things that they are really working. So you're not always concentrating on something that doesn't work. So everybody then accepts what, the idea and the suggestion of each other, but there is so much more to discover. So I guess that my message today is the steps-by-step acceptance and doing things together. You don't really want to push. Now, there are many topics that people have asked me. So, for example, the step-by-step approach, about therapy, about books. So keep tuned and remember to subscribe, to like, to share with anyone that might find this video useful, and comment below and let me know where are you from and what is your thought about this topic. And does your child say that, or what does your child say? So I shall see you next week, and don't forget also to join me on my Facebook group called Selective Mutism, My Child is Scared of Talking, where you will find many other parents like you. I shall see you next week, and remember that every day is a new day, but you make your own sunshine. Take care. Bye-bye.